Welcome back to another episode of Cactus Plays Crash Bandicoot 2. My name is Bobby.
I'm Kevandre.
Last time I sucked at this game. We did Piston It Away, which took
sucked at one level.
Yeah, which took me 25 minutes.
And then you fucking nailed it on another.
And then Night Fight, I died once and was just like, alright, I'm done with this.
Yeah, he rocked that shit.
And then, let me think, we had a Garrison rant.
Yeah.
Did some fine Garrison slander.
Yeah, he's going to finish Somnium Files.
Right. We did a live interview of our Polish friend.
Yes.
Who knows Holland Olds, because...
Hank Chiz.
Hank Chiz, yep, because apparently he played Vice City.
Yes, he played Vice City. Yeah, I'm not a boomer like you to know this band any other way. That's generally how I know old bands too, is playing it in video games or watching movies.
Yeah, playing in video games, especially like Guitar Hero and Rock Band,
right,
really brought a lot of music to our generation.
You know, I was raised by a musician.
Oh, this is another one of those fucking flying levels that I don't remember how to do well.
Alright. But also we talked about controversial opinions and all sorts of shit. It was a hip and happening episode. And Bobby says it was our best Crash ever.
Yes.
Between both series, I assume. I don't recall anything about the old one except for that I hated it. So, maybe. It was terrible.
Was it?
Yes. Anyway. So, next question on our list of questions. Fucking shit. Which I feel like your answer is going to be the same as your last answer.
Okay.
Was, who had the biggest impact on the person you have become?
That isn't my sister.
Oh. But not in a great way.
Right. But, yeah, I've told some stories about my sister on here before. Absolutely psycho bitch, but not stupid. There's a key difference there. My sister is absolutely devious.
Yes.
And, you should never, ever trust her with anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just going to go call her up and give her my social. But
I actually know her social.
Oh, nice.
Because she and I got filed at the same time, despite her being 2 years older, because apparently you don't have to file for your social when you do, like, the birth certificate thing. Did not know that.
Interesting. This game is rude.
It is, but middle.
Go. Going through the black hole? No one references the black hole, Justin. Nobody even remembers that one.
Which is true. But yeah, absolutely devious. Completely changed how I approach even thinking about things. You know, once you get to the point where you're in a room alone with somebody and your first instinct is, okay, if they try to kill me, how can I kill them first? You realize that you have a problem.
Or you're in the military.
Or you're in the military. I was not in the military, despite trying.
Oh my god, did I try?
Yeah, I did.
I mean, I didn't.
I did.
The fortune teller told me, hey, you're going to be in the Marines. And I was like, that scared the shit out of me as a kid.
Oh, yeah?
I was like, I don't want to be in the military. Do not tell me that. So, you know, the fortune teller scared me. But then I didn't join the military. She was just seeing that my hair was short and was like, oh, you're going to be in the Marines.
No, yeah, I got that.
Fuck that bit.
It's almost like fortune telling isn't real.
Yeah.
And can be safely ignored in every scenario.
Let's see, though. But yeah, so your sister?
Yeah. She fucked me up.
Good times?
Yeah.
Bad times? As for me, I'm kind of an amalgamation of every human I hang out with. I don't know. In a lot of ways, I'm a lot like my dad, though. But, I mean, not always, right? I don't know. I'm just a weird mishmash of all of these people that I know. Which is fine. In a way that makes me both super unique and not unique at all.
Nice. Did I just not die?
I think you did just not die.
Well, that's fantastic.
So, very nice. But if I had to pick a single person who influenced me probably the most, it's probably my dad.
Fair enough.
But, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad would be a very, very close second, because he's the one that made me realize that what I was thinking and how I was reacting to scenarios wasn't normal. And then followed very closely by my mom, and then very closely by my Uncle Carrie. So yeah.
Nice.
So I got like 4 people right at the top. But my sister ekes out on number 1 because that paranoia never goes away.
I think I already know the answer to this question from you as well.
Oh yeah?
What is the most annoying habit someone can have?
Chewing with their fucking mouth open.
Yeah, so it turned out that I knew the answer.
I will really want to murder a fucker for that.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, I more hate it when someone talks with their mouth open than just chewing.
Yes.
But the chewing does bother me.
Fuck.
I'm trying to think of other stuff that drives me nuts. People who don't alphabetize their shit. Like when I see, like, because we talked about this last time slightly, that my game collection is just like really arranged. When I see pictures of people who have like gaming collections and they're massive, but they're not
in any way
alphabetized or anything, it drives me nuts.
Yeah, I can understand that.
I mean, it's different with books, right? You're doing it your own way. Like, I got it arranged by author and then by book number in the series rather than alphabetizing. That's fine.
Right, so you might alphabetize it by author, but sometimes
so long as it's in some way organized, I'm fine with that. Conversely, if I go to, like, the bookstore and I see, like, the Dresden Files on the shelf and it's alphabetized rather than by book number, that does drive me crazy. I mean, I know I can't blame them for that. They're just doing their fucking job. But, man...
Yeah.
Ugh.
Fuck.
It's probably easier for the layman to find things like that, too. I don't know. Fucking layman.
Fucking Dewey Decimal?
Yeah.
I assume that was his full name, Dewey Decimal.
Dew was his first name. His middle name was E, period. And then last name, Decimal.
That unfortunate bastard.
Yeah. I don't know. It was a fraction of something. Some math joke here.
Yes.
It's decimal. It's exponentially... I don't care.
Fair enough.
Alright. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other stuff that I would say is the most annoying thing that somebody could do, but... Mostly it's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely chewing with their mouths open for me.
Where is the most beautiful place you've been?
Your mom.
Whoa!
That's right. I said it. This is just rude.
Cat talking trash. Nice. But yeah, most beautiful place I've been, probably got to be Alaska.
Yeah. Alaska was very pretty, but, you know, done a whole bunch of points on Hawaii.
Yeah, I haven't been to Hawaii yet, so that's an easy choice for me.
Like, Hanama Bay was especially pretty, in my opinion.
I'm supposed to go to Hawaii this year. We'll see if that still happens. What with the virus.
Yeah.
And everything being shut down.
Yeah, I fucked that one up and I knew it.
Yeah, so is that bay in Hawaii?
Yeah, Hanama Bay.
Nice. Where do you spend most of your free time / day?
In my bedroom.
I'll be in my bedroom, making no noise and pretending I don't exist.
This motherfucking nitro box. That is twice it jumped up on me.
Little bitch. Yeah, that's the same for me. I'm just in my bedroom, making no noise and pretending I don't exist. Because if I do make noise, especially if I have blazed it and I'm playing audio surf and I'm singing the song, it's a good time.
God damn it, Bandicoot. You're supposed to do the goddamn slide.
Who was your best friend in elementary school?
Best friend in elementary school? It's a good... What are we calling elementary school?
Well, see, that's the question, right? I mean, elementary school generally is just K through 5 or 6, right?
I think so.
I mean, it depends on the school. But
Because I want to... Yeah, because then you get, like, the difference with primary and elementary, which gets a bit weird.
yeah.
Mother... Fuck this nitro box, dude. I don't know why I'm having so much problems with that one fucking box.
Yeah.
Let me think. Growing up, when it was in Arkansas, it was a kid named Joseph Hartgrave.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to him.
You have a brother named Austin?
Don't think so.
That'd been tight.
Why?
It's Peanut Butter Gamers, Austin Hargrave.
Oh, no. Definitely not that. I remember his mom really liked the musical Cats.
Okay.
His mom was weird. And she really did not like me because I liked swords and snakes, and she was one of those, you know, oh, snakes are the devil.
I agree. A woman of culture.
No. As in literally.
Oh. A woman slightly of culture. But yeah. Not in Arkansas?
Not in Arkansas. Let's see. Tennessee. Probably. Let's see. Can we move there? I'm not 100%. Probably Jeremiah Griffin near the end of that. But that was more closer to the middle school.
Yeah, and he was a bullfrog.
Yeah, so probably for that first bit while it's still elementary school, but I was back in Tennessee for a while, was Amy Sullivan.
Oh. That's just fine. How do you do?
Yeah.
As for me, my best friend when I was that age was my neighbor Logan, though he didn't go to the same school as me because he had to go to a different one because he was autistic, so they had a better program there. But at school, my best friend's name was Jacob Shane. Though I look back now, and he was kind of a weird kid. I don't really think of myself as weird back then. It was more of a middle school to high school thing that I became weird.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. But yeah, Jacob, he was cool, but like, yeah, kind of a weird dude.
Was there anything particularly weird about him?
I don't know. He always like sucked on his forefinger at school.
Alrighty then.
I mean, you know, it's fine, right? But like, it's a little strange. We also had another friend named Ben, though he tended to have other friends at the same time. So we didn't always hang out with him. But he's where I learned all sorts of stuff about the Germans. Because his parents were just like, be proud of being German, Ben. And he was like, okay. So he knew German. Which was weird for an elementary school kid, right?
Yeah.
I would see him read books in German, and I'd try to read them, and he would yell at me. So basically, I haven't changed at all, because I still did that same shit with Roddick and Polish.
Yeah. And you do it horribly. I got a few books in German.
Yes.
Including one textbook. Because they never translated it, and I needed it.
Lamau.
And that was extremely tough to work through, because there are technical words in there that I never learned. And there was a lot of fucking Googling.
Every day I'm Googling. Anyway. So how often do you stay up past 3 a.m.? Never. I'm about to wake up then.
All the time.
Yeah. If I'm up past midnight, that's a miracle. If I'm up at 11, that's a miracle. Like, even when I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna stay up and do stuff tonight. You got fucked in the A.
I didn't realize it would do that. I thought it would just kind of knock you down.
Push you down, yeah, that's what I thought too. Yeah, so I never stay up past 3 a.m. Like, pretty much ever since I was unemployed in 2012. That was the last time I ever really did that.
Ah, it's the good old days.
Yeah. Walk over to the Safeway in your backyard right when the donuts are fresh.
Oh,
you don't
yes.
have any responsibilities.
Yeah,
That shit was tight. But yeah. But you stay up all the time?
Yeah.
Despite the fact that we start work at 5:30 in the morning?
Yeah. Happens a lot. I got a weird sleep pattern.
Yeah. He's very strange. In many, many, many ways. but that's one of them. He once told me about how he went and got burgers, and then he came home, fell asleep in his chair with the burger in his hand. And
God damn it.
I was just like, what the fuck? How do you burg?
Look, I was tired.
See, I can't really believe that anymore. I know you. You would eat that fucking burger and then fall asleep.
I was tired. I'm allowed to be tired.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, I guess not. Let me just stop being tired.
I agree. Next up, what's your favorite season? Why?
Winter.
Yes.
My birthday is in it, and there are no wasps.
Yes, winter, because I've never had to endure an actual cold winter. Well, cold by your standards, not mine.
Right. California cold is a different thing.
Valley winter here is fucking awesome. Mostly it's just not hot, not as hot anyway, and it rains. Thus, it's the goat. Summer, fuck that. Spring, ugh. Fall is alright. Fall's the start of an okay time. But yeah, winter, all day, every day. Plus Christmas is my favorite. Is this not the same fucking level that we did before?
It is not.
Okay. Which is more important, having a great car or a great house? Why?
Great house.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I guess I have my dream car, but I'm just living in an apartment. Though I'm pretty happy with the apartment now that I've moved into my bedroom.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you're going to spend a lot more time in your house, so I feel like that's probably more important.
Absolutely.
That's not to say that you need to have a fucking, like, luxurious mansion, right? I'd be more likely to spend more on, like, a fancy car than a big-ass house. So I guess that it's how you're phrasing the question, really. But I shrugged. Yeah, I don't need a big-ass mansion. If I were to be rich, I would try to find one that was like my house that I lived in when I was a kid, but also with a basement that I could turn into a movie theater.
Yeah.
That's really the only rich guy thing that I want with a house. But you're generally of the same opinion.
Yeah. Plus, modern day stuff with public transport becoming more viable. Things like that. If you can switch to that, that's fine. But also the difference between a great home is way different. Or a great home and a bad home is way different than a great car and a bad car.
True.
Because that's just how things do.
I know the answer to this next one already.
Oh, yeah?
For both of us.
Oh, okay.
What animal or insect do you wish humans could eradicate?
Wasps.
Wasps for him and snakes for me.
Yeah.
That's it.
We are a simple people.
Yes. Where is the most beautiful place near where you live? Nowhere.
Alaska.
If I had to pick a place that's within, like, several miles of here, I would pick the drive down Sierra College Boulevard from Rockland. Because it's got a good view. It's not exactly, like, the most beautiful, like, place in the world. But if you're driving from down Sierra College Boulevard from Rockland into Roseville, you're going to see some really cool looking shit. But that's pretty much all I really got there. The green belt behind Ike Middle School is also fun. Garrison will remember that. We always had to run through that during our PE times. Found a porno mag in there once. It's great.
That does sound pretty great.
Yeah.
Man, that is fucking fast. What the fuck? God damn this level, dude. These fucking ones with the robots where it's just like, yeah, we're not gonna do the hitbox right and also fuck your mother. It's a pain. I fucking hate these levels.
I agree. It's not great.
At least they're starting with a little Uka Uka fellow. that I immediately lose.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh at you. What do you bring with you everywhere you go? I mean, obviously, wallet, cell phone, keys, but anything else? Glasses?
Glasses.
I mean, Bobby's got a jacket with hella pockets in it, so who knows what the fuck he's carrying around with him everywhere?
Lots of things. I like my pockets.
Yeah, he has many lint.
Yeah, that Scott E-Vest hoodie that has, like, 20 pockets.
At any given time, he's probably got, like, 30 Dr. Peppers in his pocket or something.
Yeah. Problem.
Good times. That's pretty much for me, too. Just wallet, keys, glasses, cell phone.
Yeah. My dick.
Oh, well, yes, of course. It used to be I would carry my 3DS with me everywhere. Not anymore, and I don't really take the Switch anymore. Unless I'm, like, traveling. And even then. Like, I mean, there's like a slight difference in the portability. Like, the Switch is bigger than the 3DS, obviously, but, like, I think it's that I can't fit the Switch in my pocket. And nor would I, because it's much more expensive.
Right.
But yeah, I used to carry my 3DS with me everywhere. I take it to work, and I'm like, I have to take this home, so I stuck the paper in between my 3DS hinge, right? So that I wouldn't forget it, because I'm not going to forget the 3DS. Especially not at the height of my Fire Emblem Awakening hype. But that's not the case anymore. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, fair enough.
How much time do you spend on the internet? What do you usually do?
All of the time.
Yeah, pretty much all of the time. I'm fine with that. I'm not about that non-internet life.
Yeah.
Sometimes I sleep. Sometimes I... No, that's it. I was going to say sometimes I go to the bathroom, but, you know, who doesn't bring their phone with them?
Yeah, that's fair.
So, yeah, pretty much all the time. If I'm playing video game, usually it's at least connected to the internet. Even if I'm not playing like a true online game.
See, now here's the thing. If I jump on there, it's too damn fast. And jumping out again creates a problem. But I can't hit these things, and my long jump isn't quite enough to get over it.
I believe in you. I wish we had Aku Aku.
Yeah, see, it's just not quite long enough.
There you go.
Man, it sure did not want to do that the first time. Man, am I only halfway through this bitch? What the fuck?
Not always. Sometimes that's right near the end.
I'm fucking dumb. Now I gotta make that jump again, and it's gonna be bullshit.
You got this. Well.
Yeah, if I didn't fuck that first bit
If you
up.
can get there. Next one's pretty much the same as one that we already asked before.
God damn it!
This one seems obvious in current times, but which recent news story is the most interesting?
Obviously the COVID.
Yeah, obviously the COVID, though in our other series, Wobby will talk about another recent news story that was interesting.
Why am I so dumb? Oh yeah?
Yeah. The video that we watched this morning.
Motherfucker! That little portion right there is extreme bullshit.
I agree.
Fuck this level. The what thing?
The Escobar thing.
Oh yeah, that's a shout out on the other one.
Yeah.
So, but yes, that's a very interesting one. And then, yeah. Or the whole royal debacle.
Royal.
Look, some people are really into the royals. I don't quite understand it.
Yeah, me neither. Prince Charles has COVID.
Oh yeah, that. But also the whole, you know.
Harry leaving the family.
Yeah.
So,
And now they even left Canada. Apparently they're down in LA.
Prince William is getting fitted for a crown because Charles has COVID. As one does.
Yeah. Size 7.5.
Yes.
No, yeah, I fucked that one up. Fuck him.
Fuck it. Right in the bum bum. But yeah, clearly it's all the coronavirus stuff. That's very interesting. Where is the worst place you've been stuck for a long time?
Chicago Airport. O'Hare.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never been to Chicago.
Yeah. O'Hare was fucking awful.
Did you go to the chapel?
No. But I've been... when I flew back from Hawaii, we ended up going up towards Seattle, and then over to O'Hare, and then down to Tennessee. And it had a snowstorm that had hit O'Hare right at that time. So there was a whole bunch of, hey, we can't leave yet, gotta defrost shit, and all that. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. We had a long layover, or we was going home, so we didn't have to worry about meeting up another flight. So just waiting around, and O'Hare is very big, and it sucked, and I hated it.
Yeah, I had a similar experience with when I was coming back from Seattle. I love Seattle as a city, but I got real sick of that airport. Our plane that was supposed to take us home apparently hit a bird, and so they were stuck fixing that for hours.
Because it hit a bird?
It hit a bird, it went in the engine or something, I don't know. So they had to fix some shit.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, it sucked. We were in the Seattle airport for like most of the day.
Sorry.
It's fine, but you know, frustrating. Oh, hey, hey! Good mancha. Yeah, good shit. Now you've already done this, but just in case you could do it again. If you had to change your name, what would your new name be?
Good question. I am unsure.
I would just change it to Kevandre for real. Probably. Just because that'd be a lot of a fun time.
Yeah, that sounds pretty awesome. How about that one? I'll just change mine to Kevandre as well.
No!
That's what I would do. I would steal your name, motherfucker.
And combined with your last name, it would feel even worse.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, go fuck yourself. So, please go fuck yourself. So. Fuck, man, some of these questions are the same. What word or saying from the past do you think should come back?
Good question. I think honky should make a comeback. It seems to have mostly left. I need it to come back full force.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a mighty need.
Due to pitch meeting, I've gotten back into the habit of saying tight a lot.
Tight or
yeah,
tight?
Tight.
Okay.
Which I guess, you know, is not that common anymore like it used to be. So maybe that, I don't know.
Fair enough.
Tight like a tiger. Fucked him up in the gangster style.
And then this bitch.
How should success be measured? And by that measurement, who is the most successful person you know?
How should success be measured? I guess self-contentment, and in which case some of the hobos across the street.
Oh yeah. Success is probably measured in, hey, I don't have to work anymore to make lots of money. In which case, I do know a person. I'm not going to say his name, but...
Yeah. Alright.
We both know him. He's probably the most successful person I know. Though I did meet John L. Sullivan that one time.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. And he told me so.
He was like, I'm John L. Sullivan.
Exactly.
I'm successful.
That's exactly what he said.
Seriously?
Well, he didn't say, I'm successful. But I told you this story, right?
Maybe? Oh, thank God, the fucking end.
I went to restaurant that's not around anymore called Carver's when I was a kid. And I was in a phase where I would be holding the door open for everybody. And one time I held the door open for some random guy. And he's like, "Thank you, young man. Do you know who I am?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "I'm John L. Sullivan." And I'm like, "Okay." And then I left. And my mom was like, "Wow, he thinks he's hot shit." Yes, Cortex agrees.
My plan is nearly complete, and I have you, Crash Bandicoot, to thank for it. Engine, what's happening? What's that? Is she stealing our signal?
Crash, Cortex isn't going to use the crystals to contain the planet's energy.
No shit.
He's going to harness the force and use it to power the super Cortex vortex he's built on his space station. One blast and the ray will cover the entire world, turning everyone into Cortex's mindless slaves. Crash, don't let him have those crystals.
I'm gonna.
Engine, you fool! She's telling him everything. Ah, yes, we're back now. Pardon the interruption. Crash, bring me crystals.
All right.
I mean, I'm down.
That's what we do.
So is this just the end?
I mean, maybe.
Should we sally forth?
I think we should.
All right.
Let's go ahead and, save. And then it's just going to be a long episode because I'm probably going to be dying for half an hour.
It's fine.
But, yeah. Aww. Dr. Neo Cortex. Damage his jetpack to keep him from escaping.
Oh, so this is the jetpack one with the rings, right?
I think so.
Like Superman 64.
Yeah.
I see. Sluggish camera is sluggish.
Yeah.
Speed! Ripping off Vine Sauce again. Again, and again. It's like it's my whole thing.
Why would he give us the fast jetpack, though? That's what I don't understand.
Because he's dumb. Well, there's no villain without a hero, you know? Part of the fun is in the conflict. The Neo conflict.
Everyone's a conflict in their own way.
Speed shoes.
To hold, run faster, hold down TR while running. Okay.
Did you just beat the game?
No, I think this is a multi-stage boss battle.
You haven't seen the last of me, Crash Bandicoot.
Could we? Could we see the last of you?
That's fine.
Crash, what do you suppose happened to Cortex? And what about the Cortex vortex? It's still up there.
That can't have been the last boss battle.
Well, I don't think it is because we're supposed to give the gems to the other guy, right?
Maybe. Is it one of those you don't get the real thing until you do the other things and 100% the shit?
Yeah, but we're not going to do that.
Fuck it, we're done with it.
Huh? Zah. Okay.
Right, I think there's a bigger, more complete ending later on.
Yes, I'm sure that there is. Because you give it to other guy.
Sure.
He does the thing.
The thingy thing?
But we're not about that life.
No.
We got, what, like 3 gems the entire time?
Yeah.
So, you know, we'd have to play through the whole fucking game again.
We're good. I might do it more in the downtime. I say that. I'm never gonna. But,
He does always say things like that.
and then I never do.
Yeah.
But there we go. Second Crash Bandicoot game down the drain. Hooray.
What do you think?
It brought back a lot of nostalgia.
Yeah.
I remember as a kid really doing things like the time trials and all that stuff. Kind of vaguely. And, yeah.
From a perspective? from the perspective of somebody who's watching it, not playing it, I think I, in general, probably liked the first one more.
I can see that.
Because, like, the bullshit deaths that you had were true bullshit, whereas mine were bullshit for sure, but it was, you know, something more understandable. See, because a lot of his were, you know, the nitro box jumps at the wrong time, and that's just bullshit. Go fuck yourself, game. You can't anticipate that. It's not on any kind of, like, pattern.
Or, like, the little bitty creatures would fold their arms up so you're supposed to slide into them, but the hitbox didn't change in time.
Yeah.
So you still get several frames where it's just like, no, if you still hit them, you're fucked over here. It's like, oh, okay, thanks.
Plus, there was never anything as cool as the Road to Nowhere in this one.
That's true.
That was definitely the highlight of the first game, and this game never quite got there. As far as I'm aware, anyway.
Yeah, I can agree.
We probably missed some stuff.
Yeah, there's some bonus levels and all that stuff where you saw we did like 2 of them, but there's 5, and that leads into like another 5 or something like that, I think.
But in general, this game, forgettable. Pretty much completely.
For a platformer, the controls were okay. Pretty simple. Some of the character designs created hitbox issues, and that caused some pretty bad deaths that I don't like.
Yeah.
The music was there. It kind of fit, you know. It's catchy enough tunes. It wasn't distracting from the game, but I never felt the dead space. So, did its job pretty well.
Right.
Just no outstanding hits or anything like that, in my opinion. Plus, you got to play as Coco.
That is something. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm not really impressed with Crash over these 2 games.
Yeah, Nostalgia wants me to give it a 7. And be like, this is a fine platformer. Realistically, I'd probably give it about a 6.
I think that if I had grown up with a PS1, I'd probably also rank it higher.
Yeah.
I did not. I grew up with a system that is more known for its platformers, right? Which is a not fair bar, right? Because the N64 had better hardware than the PS1 did, right? So it's hard to compare what you can do with that versus the other.
He acts like it was such a huge difference. It wasn't.
I think it was.
No.
I think it was enough to matter. At least in regards to high octane, you know, action games, more stuff like that. Things like your Final Fantasies, it obviously makes sense that it went to the PS1. You know, it may not have the graphical capability, but it's got the it's got the graphical capability eventually. Just look at FF9. But
yeah, that was.
I mean, pre-rendered, but still. But I don't know. I'm not super impressed by Crash.
That's okay. You don't have to be. I was as a kid.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it a 7.
Yeah, I'd probably give it a 5. I don't remember what I gave the first one.
I don't remember either. But we're gonna say it averages out at a 6. So.
Just still probably more than it deserves.
Not a waste of time, but if you're playing it, it's almost certainly because it's nostalgia based, or because it kind of has some bullshit moments, and that makes it a tougher platformer than it should be, not necessarily in a great way.
Yeah, a lot of people like games that are difficult for the sake of difficult.
Yeah.
Which is not my jam in any way, shape, or form.
I like having the option there, especially with tactics style games. But that's me. For the most part, I'm not going out of my way to play it on that harder difficulty. I like it having there because sometimes the AI is just really dumb, even on what they consider a hard difficulty. And there's a huge leap when it goes from hard to extra hard because it's now cheating. And that changes it up a bit, and then you have to actually really think and invest time into it. Other tactics games really nail it, and there's no need for an extra hard difficulty because it's just better AI.
Yeah.
With platformers, you're not really playing against the computer that way. It's a different dynamic. So the pointless difficulty doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I say things like that, but then, like, I think that there are rage games like Super Meat Boy and Celeste that make it work better.
Definitely have their market, and to some extent, Undertale.
It's not really a platformer, though.
Yeah, but it's definitely a rage game.
Sure.
The whole bullet hell scenario.
Yeah, I mean, bullet hells in general are just a rage game.
Yeah, that's their whole thing.
But I think rage game is actually technically what those Meat Boy and I Want to Be the Guy and whatever is called.
I kind of want to play I Want to Be the Guy.
No, you don't.
Not on the channel.
Okay. I would say watch Gerard play it, because I did for a while.
Okay.
And then I was like, God, I don't like this at all. Celeste is a different thing. If we're going to play something like that, I would say it would be Celeste.
But then you get some games like Ori.
Yeah.
Ori tiered that edge really, really well.
It was really close.
Yeah, it got to the point where I'm like, this is pointlessly hard, but it never crossed that line. It was just very difficult in certain key sections, and it made me enjoy it a lot with all the effing and jeffing that I did.
Yes, that was pretty good.
I got livid at that game.
So here's what we're going to do.
And it was great.
We're going to play Phoenix Wright.
Not do Crash 3, but do the other Ori?
Yeah, because it's out now, and I have it.
Yeah, and then go back to play Phoenix 3. You want to do that
I'm
instead?
absolutely fine with that, because I don't care about Crash.
And I want to play the other Ori game.
So, that's the new plan.
Yes, that's what we'll do.
So, Phoenix Wright Justice for All starting next time.
Yes. I'm really looking forward to that.
And then after that, months later, we'll go on to Ori and the Will of the Wisps, which by that time the fucking Series X will be out probably.
Most of a year later.
Yeah.
The Phoenix Wright games are long.
I think that the first one is the longest of the three.
It wouldn't have been so bad if it wasn't for that last mission that I swear it took us like 3 months to get through while recording.
See, the last one's an add-on that I don't think the other ones have that extra case.
It took so long.
Then again, the other ones have additional gameplay gimmicks. Or at least the third one does. Because I remember seeing something when I was trying to play Trials and Tribulations when I got it for my birthday.
Sort of like how they added on the fingerprint dusting, the spritzy.
Yeah, there's additional stuff, like you gotta unlock their soul or something. Something weird.
What the fuck?
Well, I'm probably not describing that well. It's some sort of unlocking thing to get them to talk. But, see, the problem with trying to play a Phoenix Wright game that's the third game and that's the first one you're playing, you don't have any context.
That's a good point. And you're just like, why is this lawyer just going around sticking his key into random people? Just whoop!
Yeah.
And then they open up to him. It's just like, well, that's sexually inappropriate.
Yeah.
You need to stop that, Mr. Lawyer Man.
You want to see my attorney's badge? Anyway, so yes, back to Phoenix. Thank Christ. I missed it.
All the same, it was really fun playing this platformer for the channel and having a Garrison rant in there and asking our Polish friend about Hollow Notes.
Yes, so this last, the one before now, that was the best Crash episode. Probably of both of them. I don't remember from the first one. Oh no, the Road to Nowhere was probably the best one. I enjoyed. See, because that was rage, but like in a fun way. You know?
Yeah.
I liked those. I don't know. I didn't really see anything in this game that made me be like, yeah, I should play this.
Fair enough.
There's lots of Kevins here. I mean, it's all the same Kevin.
Yeah.
It's not my name. Aegipus Rex?
Yeah, we didn't get to that one.
That's fine.
Yeah, we're good.
Anyway. So yeah, let's do our final shoutouts.
Okay. Mine is going to go towards a restaurant that we just had. No bandicoots are harmed in the creation of this game.
I don't believe it.
Me either. I saw him die many times. But a place that we just had that popped up on DoorDash because the whole COVID thing. I think, because they weren't there before. But now it's delivery only, so they hopped on the bandwagon. Which is great for us. A place called Huckleberry's over in Roseville. They seem to do mostly like breakfast, comfort food kind of stuff. And they do it pretty well. I gotta say. Had some French toast and some beignets and crab cake Benedict, which was interesting. I really liked it. I got no complaints.
And I probably gained 20 pounds from eating it this morning.
Yeah, because he had a Monte Cristo and
chicken fried steak.
And chicken
both
fried
of them
steak
were great.
Yeah. So I wanted to do
a fucking fat ass.
So I wanted to do a shout out to them. It was good food, and they're near our work. So whenever we go back to work again, we might see them again.
Yeah. It's nearish to work, right?
Yeah.
It's not like right there, but It's like across the street from that Mexican place that we go to sometimes.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Plaza Jalisco or Jalisco Grill, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, as for me, I'm going to do a shout out to something that has been a lifesaver.
Oh, yeah.
Starbucks Doubleshot vanilla cans. So I got myself addicted to Starbucks some months ago, and then this COVID thing happens, and I'm used to having Starbucks every day going to work, right? This COVID thing happens, and all of a sudden I'm not going to Starbucks before work every day. So I'm like, shit. So what I ended up doing was I ordered a big 12-pack of Starbucks Doubleshot vanilla coffee things. And I've got those in my fridge, and they are wonderful for pre-work times. And thank you for those. And they are delicious. And I wish that there was a caramel one. There was not.
Yeah, sorry about that.
But I thoroughly enjoyed it. So it was a lifesaver for me during this COVID thing, and I ordered a second box today. So, you know.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, that's it for Crash 2.
Alright,
Probably
well...
won't play Crash 3. If we do, it's going to be quiet sometime.
Yeah, see you next time when we continue the Phoenix Wright saga.
Later, players.
Bye!